continuación, CPS News.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to CPS News, the news that speaks your language, as you heard in the intro. And I'm Brent Lane, this is Jesse Ruiz, and I'm changing things up tonight and just saying, hey, you're listening to the news that speaks your language, the only English news. We're just having some fun. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. How you doing, Jesse?
I'm doing great, Brent. Thanks for being here with us tonight. We have a lot of really important information, things that have been going on here in Puerto Vallarta, Bahía de Banderas in the last week or so. Has been raining. There is probably no water still in your house. Let us know how that's going for you. Should be back to normal tomorrow. But how about we get to it?
Why don't we? So you got all that rain outside, but you might not have water in your house, so get a bucket. Go outside.
There you go.
All right, well, I joke, but I know it's very serious. But let's do the headlines. You ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
Tonight on CPS News, Jalisco goes all in on World Cup tourism. The state launches a major strategy to attract millions of potential visitors to its top destinations. The economic boom from the World Cup is not moving as fast as expected. Business leaders across Mexico say formal commerce is still waiting to feel the impact. Short-term rentals are surging in Banderas Bay. More homes and condos are hitting the vacation market, and the sector is optimistic about this summer. 2 Nayarit mayors are stepping down to chase bigger ambitions. Both are eyeing the governorship under Morena. Puerto Vallarta athletes bring home gold from Bulgaria. Local competitors with Down syndrome shine on the world stage at an international championship. Bahia de Banderas tops Airbnb's luxury rental market in Mexico. We'll reveal the local town declared the most expensive destination on the platform. All that and more tonight on CPS News, the news that speaks your language.
Okay, we start tonight with some big picture thinking from the state of Jalisco. Well, with the FIFA World Cup already underway and millions of eyes on Mexico, Jalisco is doubling down on its tourism strategy. Following the tournament's opening ceremony and the highly anticipated match between Mexico and South Africa, restaurants and bars in Marina Vallarta reported customer increases of between 30 to 50%. Fans, family, and tourists gathered along the marina to watch the game and enjoy the festive atmosphere, and enhanced by a World Cup-themed decorations, including flags from participating nations, and a giant soccer ball display near the iconic whale sculpture. Local officials say that the event is helping strengthen Marina Vallarta's image as a top tourist destination while creating new opportunities for businesses. World Cup celebrations will continue in the coming weeks with the free Vibra Jalisco Fan Fest at the Sheraton Bongavillas. Thanks so much to Carolina Gomez for our first story tonight.
That is a smart play, Brent. And speaking of plays, not everyone is scoring when it comes to the World Cup economy. Our next story is a bit of a reality check for Mexican businesses counting on a big boost this tournament season.
Octavio de la Torre, president of the National Confederation of Chambers of Commerce, Services, and Tourism, or Concanaco Servitur, said a recent survey of business owners identified 3 top priorities: improve public safety, less bureaucracy and overregulation, and stronger efforts to combat the informal labor market. De la Torre expressed support for President Claudia Sheinbaum's National Development Plan, saying it addresses these concerns and requires close collaboration between government and the private sector. He also highlighted the organization's achievements over the past 250 days, including more than 400 strategic meetings with governors, legislators, economic development officials, and international representatives. Concanaco Servitur says its 4.8 million members remain committed to driving economic growth and strengthening Mexico's commerce, tourism, and service industries. With information from Rodrigo Lopez Becerril, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Now that's important perspective from the business community. And while commerce may be moving slower than expected, federal authorities in Jalisco are moving very fast on a different front. 2 tons of illegal drugs are now off the streets, and the story behind the operation is one that you're going to want to hear, and Joe has all the details.
Federal authorities in Mexico have destroyed more than 2 tons of illegal drugs seized during multiple operations across the state of Jalisco. The Attorney General's office, known as the FGR, carried out the incineration at a federal facility in Zapopan as part of ongoing investigations into drug trafficking and organized crime. According to officials, authorities destroyed more than 2,173 kilograms of marijuana, along with quantities of cocaine, methamphetamine, opium gum, poppy, and marijuana plants, seeds, and over 6,400 units of psychotropic substances and medications. Among the drugs destroyed were 22 kilograms of methamphetamine hydrochloride and additional quantities of cocaine and other opioid-related substances. The operation was supervised by the Federal Specialized Regional Control Prosecutor's Office, with support from forensic experts, police agencies, and state and municipal firefighters to ensure transparency and safety. Officials say the destruction of these narcotics delivers a significant blow to criminal organizations and helps prevent dangerous substances from reaching communities across Jalisco. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Now let me tell you, the World Cup is here and you can score big too. Take advantage of the amazing grand opening offers at Cerámicas Exclusivas. This in their new store in Puerto Vallarta. Discover premium titles, state-of-the-art porcelain, smart toilets, and designer faucets, all with special promotions for a limited time. Visit the showroom at Carretera Las Palmas 235 in Las Juntas, or you can call them at 33 13 18 27 78. Cerámicas Exclusivas, the perfect choice for exceptional projects.
All right, well, let's have a little fun, and we're gonna have to have fun kind of by ourselves today. There's no audience, no David, the sports guy here today. Hope he's having a good time up in Canada right now.
I think so. Canada, the U.S., who knows?
Where would
David be?
We got you covered. Enjoy your time off in probably cooler weather. But let's talk about one of our favorite things to do on this day. On this day.
What do you have today, Brent?
Here's what I got. Obviously, stupid and funny ones for the most part.
Yay, those are fun.
Okay, first of all, I might need to check under the desk. It is Take Your Cat to Work Day.
Oh,
Did you bring your cat to work?
No,
do you have a cat?
Thank you. I do not have a cat.
Well, that's why you did. I also do not have a cat. But if you have a cat and you brought it to work, well, today's the perfect day for that. You cannot complain, bosses. Today's Take Your Cat to Work Day.
Fun.
Okay, I know. The next one is, again, this is probably, I think this is a U.S. one. It's National Onion Rings Day.
Ooh, onion rings actually sound good right now.
You're always hungry during the show. It's a fact. It is a fact. So, onion rings, fries. What's your choice? Or a bit of both?
A little bit of both.
I think
I like them both.
All right, but not today, because today is Onion Rings Day.
Okay, today is just onion rings for me.
Fries, know your place. Know your place, fries. Not today. Now, the next one, I don't even understand this one. Maybe I don't understand this one because of the name of it. Stupid Guy Thing Day.
Oh.
Stupid Guy Thing Day.
Well, there you go. Who would ever think of something like this?
I'm obviously either too stupid to know what it is.
Maybe just a stupid guy.
Is it a stupid guy or a stupid guy thing?
It's a stupid guy thing.
Like he owns something and it's stupid, not the guy. Yeah, I could go on for days with this one. All right, go ahead. All
right, well, I have some, a little different ones, let's just say. Today is International Day of Tropical Forests.
Very
so,
nice.
this amazing forests are often called the lungs of the planet because, they save us. And also, since it is full World Cup fever, today is also Argentine Footballer Day.
It's a good day for that, actually.
It's fantastic.
I think, was it today that Messi set the record for the most goals ever in World Cup? Was that today or yesterday?
I'm not 100% sure.
I saw it.
I just know that on a day like today, but back in 1986, Diego Maradona scored not just one, but two of the most talked about goals ever against England. So,
perfect timing.
That's why. And Argentina did play today in the World Cup. I'm not sure what the score was.
All I know is that I read that Messi scored 2 goals and it made him the #1 scorer in World Cup history. So a perfect day for that.
All right, so today's also International Widows Day.
Ooh, okay.
So there's that. And there's one more celebration today, and it's No Panties Day.
Whoa.
Let's
Bring
go,
your cat to work day and no panties day. It's just a crazy day. Have onion rings. Okay, I'm not even going to ask a question about that one. We're going to move on. This is a family show. And yes, I am wearing my panties today. Okay.
Well, let's go on a commercial break.
Let's do it. Let's getting hot in the studio. Come right back. Who knows what we're going to say next? Welcome back, everybody, to CPS News. And now we're going to move on to our next story tonight, and it is a political one. Two of Nayarit's highest-ranking local officials are stepping aside, and they both have their sights on something much bigger. Here's Maria with the story.
Major political changes could be coming to Bahía de Banderas. Mayor Héctor Santana Garcia is expected to request a leave of absence from office as he prepares to enter Morena's internal race for the 2027 governorship of Nayarit. Under party rules, public officials seeking the nomination must step away from their current positions before formally registering. Morena's selection process is set to begin June 22nd. If Santana takes leave, José Israel Santián Castañeda is expected to serve as interim mayor while the party carries out its internal process, which includes candidate registration, meetings with party members, and statewide polling. The highest-ranked candidate will become Morena's state coordinator and the coalition's likely nominee for governor. Santana could return to the mayor's office if he is not selected. But for now, Bahía de Banderas is emerging as a key player in Nayarit's political future. With information from Israel Torres, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Political ambitions are shifting in Nayarit, and while those majors look ahead to the next race, the state of Jalisco is making a significant investment right now for some of its most vulnerable residents.
The government of Jalisco has announced a budget allocation of over 10 million pesos to strengthen the state's network of women's justice centers, Red CJM, aimed at providing comprehensive support to women experiencing violence as well as their children. The program is designed to ensure that victims do not have to interrupt legal proceedings or return to their aggressors due to lack of financial resources. Support includes safe transportation, medications, and essential items, as well as financial assistance for needs such as clothing, education, and legal procedures. According to the Red CJM, the program's goal for the 2026 fiscal year is to benefit 1,085 women across the 5 women's justice centers in the state. Access to the funds will be determined through an individual assessment conducted by specialized staff who evaluate each case to identify specific needs and help restore rights and promote independence for beneficiaries. Eligibility requirements include being an active user of a woman's justice center in Jalisco, having an electronic case file, undergoing violence screening tools such as the Violentometer, and not having received support in previous fiscal years 2022, 2023, or 2024, unless otherwise justified. The program will be delivered in 2 forms: financial assistance through a single-use card or check, and in-kind support, such as food supplies, hygiene products, clothing, and medication. Support amounts may range from 1,000 pesos to higher sums, depending on the needs of each case. Any assistance exceeding 10,000 pesos must be reviewed and approved by a committee made up of coordination, planning, evaluation, administrative, accounting, and legal departments within the Red CJM. With information from Carolina Gomez, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
That's some important and great progress on that front. Now, from a government initiative to a government headache, a public works truck belonging to the municipality of Bahía de Banderas was stolen right in broad daylight while an employee was actively using it. Maria has the details.
Authorities in Bahía de Banderas are investigating the theft of an official government vehicle stolen Sunday from the parking lot of Plaza Lago Real in Mezcales. According to municipal officials, the vehicle, a Chevy S10 pickup belonging to the Public Works Department, was being used by a construction supervisor identified as Francisco. The employee told police he parked the truck before entering the food court for breakfast. When he returned, the vehicle was gone. Officials say the supervisor later realized he did not have the keys with him, raising the possibility they may have been left inside the truck. The employee stated he had been working on a Sunday to supervise the construction of a public sports dome in the Valle Dorado neighborhood before stopping at the shopping center. Municipal police launched a search operation and notified state prosecutors, who have opened an investigation. As of now, the vehicle has not been recovered. With information from Israel Torres, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Now we're going to go from a stolen truck to a stolen bicycle story. And the next one is quite a story. A suspect in Bucerias was caught riding the very bike he allegedly took. Joe's got the details of the stolen bike story.
A man was arrested in Bucerias after allegedly stealing a high-end bicycle valued at approximately 80,000 pesos, which was later recovered by municipal police during an operation in the area. The suspect, identified as Omar Alexis N., is accused of stealing the bicycle from a home in the Terralta residential area in Bucerias. According to the official report, the theft occurred during the early hours of Wednesday, June 10th, and was captured on security cameras. The footage shows a man leaving the residential complex, riding the bicycle, and speeding away through the security gate. The bicycle, a gray transition model, was recovered after police officers located a man riding it through streets in Bucerias. Authorities noted that the individual matched the physical characteristics, clothing, and footwear seen in the surveillance video, and that the bicycle matched the description provided by the owner in the emergency report. After his arrest, both the suspect and the bicycle were handed over to the Bucerias Public Prosecutor's Office, where a formal investigation was opened for aggravated burglary, in accordance with the Criminal Code of the state of Nayarit. Authorities also urged anyone who may recognize the suspect or believe they have been a victim to come forward and file a complaint with the Nayarit State Attorney General's office to support ongoing investigations. With information from Carolina Gomez, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
And speaking of keeping things safe and secure, let's talk about your finances for a moment. Because Capital Bank is redefining what banking looks like here in Puerto Vallarta. It's designed for expats, investors, and seasonal residents who expect more privacy, more discretion, and real personal service. Enjoy personalized deposits, withdrawals, and direct access, all with competitive, transparent returns. No lines, no complexity, just smart, effortless banking. You can visit Capital Bank in Sayulita, Flamingos, Zona Romantica, or Marina Vallarta, or call them at 322-209-0696. Capital Bank, finances without complications.
Thank you, Jesse. Now we've been following a story in Flamingos that just keeps getting more complicated. If you caught our coverage earlier this week, you know that the access restrictions inside the Flamingos master condominium in Bucerias have been stirring up some real frustration among drivers and the residents there. Well, tonight there's a new voice in that conversation, and it's coming from inside the legislature. Maria has the latest details.
The controversy surrounding access restrictions inside the Flamingos master condominiums in Bucerias continues to spark debate among residents and motorists. Local deputy and former mayor of Bahía de Banderas, José Gómez Pérez, has publicly defended the security measures implemented within the development. According to the legislator, the internal roads within Flamingos are private property operating under a condominium regime and are not part of the municipality's public road network. He explained that although these streets appear to function as public roads, they legally belong to private owners who have the authority to establish access requirements and security controls. Gómez Pérez emphasized that municipal, state, and federal authorities have limited legal power to intervene or require unrestricted access to these private roads. The debate intensified after administrators introduced stricter security protocols, including identification checks, vehicle registration, and destination verification for visitors entering the complex. The new measures have resulted in long lines and wait times exceeding 30 minutes, frustrating drivers who have used Flamingos as an alternative route to avoid traffic on the Boulevard Riviera Nayarit. Residents and commuters remain divided over whether the enhanced security measures protect private property rights or unfairly restrict mobility in one of the region's busiest corridors. With information from Israel Torres, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Thanks so much for the update, Maria. I cannot believe it. That's crazy. I'm just glad I don't live there. Now, a word from our sponsors. Soliva in Marina Vallarta is a pre-sale development designed for those who understand smart investing and elevated living. With a prime location, strong appreciation potential, and thoughtfully designed spaces, Soliva is where your lifestyle and your portfolio grow together. Imagine waking up surrounded by comfort, design, and everything Puerto Vallarta has to offer. Schedule your showroom visit today at 322-183-3411. Soliva, elevate your life.
Okay, everybody, we're going to take just a quick break, and when we come back, we've got our relocation expert, Des, is going to have another story for you about how you can successfully navigate the twists and turns of moving and relocating to Mexico.
She's got such great information, so don't go anywhere and stay tuned for Des up next.
Welcome back, everybody, to CPS News. And now, if you've been following along with our series on relocating to Mexico, you already know that Des from My Destination has been dropping some seriously great knowledge over the past couple weeks. Well, tonight, Des is back, and as always, there is something new to learn, and this time it's about shipping and handling from country to country. It's a good one. Welcome, Des, to give us the 411 on shipping.
Hola todos, it's Des with My Destination, your Mexico relocation expert. And today I want to talk about something that sounds simple on the surface, but can actually become one of the most expensive, stressful, and emotionally overwhelming parts about moving to Mexico. It's shipping your household goods. Because here's the reality. Most people spend months researching the beaches, the neighborhoods, the cost of living, the residency process, but very few people stop and ask, how exactly am I getting my entire life to Mexico? And honestly, this is where people can get themselves into major trouble if they don't understand how the system actually works. Because moving to Mexico is often not just a relocation, it's a full lifestyle redesign. And many people dramatically overestimate how much stuff that they truly need once they get here. Now, this conversation looks very different depending on the person. A digital nomad moving to Mexico with a laptop, a carry-on bag, or 2 suitcases has a completely different situation than retirees downsizing a 4-bedroom home, or families moving with children, heirlooms, artwork, medical equipment, or decades of belongings. And this is where emotions start to get involved as well. Because suddenly people are asking themselves, do I bring my furniture, my kitchen equipment, my family heirlooms, my expensive electronics? Do I sell everything? Do I store everything? Or do I just completely start over? And honestly, there's no one-size-fits-all answer, because there are some major realities that people need to understand before they start shipping things to internationally. First, huge misconception. You generally cannot just start shipping household goods to Mexico through DHL, FedEx, or UPS like people think. This is probably one of the biggest misunderstandings that I see online. People think, oh, I'll just mail myself some boxes, and then suddenly their belongings are stuck in customs in Guadalajara or Mexico City, and they're getting hit with import taxes, paperwork issues, storage fees, attorney fees, or clearance delays. And yes, I've seen this become an absolute nightmare for clients before. In one situation, a couple decided to ignore recommendations to use a professional international moving company and instead shipped several boxes through standard courier services. What started as saving money turned into customs hold, attorney involvement, unexpected import costs, travel expenses, hotel stays, and thousands of dollars trying to recover their belongings. And unfortunately, this happens way more often than people realize, because Mexico takes household goods importation very seriously, especially now with residency rules, menaje de casa timing, and customs regulations becoming more and more complex. Now let's talk about menaje de casa, because this is a huge topic that future expats needs to understand. A menaje de casa is basically the document that allows qualifying residents to import household goods into Mexico under specific rules and benefits. But here's the problem. The timing has to be coordinated very carefully, because now we're not just trying to coordinate residency approvals, canje timelines, proof of address, shipping timelines, inventory lists, international movers, customs, and then final relocation dates, all at the same time. And honestly, it can become a scheduling nightmare if someone is trying to DIY everything without understanding how the pieces come together, especially because canje timelines are becoming longer now in many areas of Mexico. So what used to work years ago, flying down quickly, completing residency, shipping household goods, and move later, is no longer always that simple. Now, another huge reality check is that international shipping is expensive, very expensive. And even smaller shipment crates can easily cost $7,000 US or more between packing, pickup, freight, customs, delivery, inventory coordination, and import logistics. And here's the crazy part. Sometimes people spend more shipping furniture than the furniture is actually worth. That's why this is one of the first questions that I always ask my clients. Is this item emotionally irreplaceable or just inconvenient to rebuy? Because Mexico changes people's lifestyles dramatically sometimes. And a lot of what people arrive here with, they realize they didn't need half of the stuff that they thought that they needed, especially digital nomads and younger expats. Now, retirees and families are obviously very different. Some people should ship certain things, like family heirlooms, special medical equipment, expensive work equipment, and sentimental items. But people need to evaluate cost versus emotional value instead of automatically trying to recreate their US household in Mexico. And another thing people don't always realize is that many products in Mexico are imported. So yes, sometimes electronics, appliances, or Costco items can actually cost more here than in the United States. And while Mexico does excel in culture, food, healthcare, hospitality, and beautiful artisan craftsmanship, some mass-produced consumer goods are simply not always the same quality that people are used to in the USA or Canada. So there's a strategy involved in deciding what to bring, what to rebuy, what to store, and what to let go of entirely. And honestly, this is exactly why my relocation services exist. Because moving to Mexico today is no longer just buying a plane ticket and figuring it out later. Now it involves residency strategy, shipping coordination, menaje de casa timing, housing logistics, customs planning, and building an actual sustainable life here. And the people who usually have the smoothest transitions are not the people trying to wing it from the Facebook groups. They're the people planning strategically before they move. Some of my clients are fully DIY and just need a little guidance. Others want full executive level relocation support, coordinating shipping, residency, housing, banking, healthcare, and long-term relocation planning across Mexico. Everything I do is completely customized because every relocation situation is very different. So if you're considering moving to Mexico and want help creating a realistic relocation strategy, especially around residency, shipping household goods, or menaje de casa, you can always find me at www.mydestination.com, or you can follow me at MyDestination across all social media. And always, I'll keep sharing real-world information to help people like you move to Mexico the easy way. Back to you, Brent and Jesse.
Thanks to Des. Every time Des comes on, I feel like I learned something I didn't even know. And honestly, even those of us who already live here could use a refresher. And for those that want to take, the leap, and I would recommend for you to go to mydestination.com, destination with a Z, and you will be thankful you did. Now, closer to home, it has been raining, and some of this rain in Puerto Vallarta caused more than just wet streets. They also brought down several trees across the city, including one in the Cinco de Diciembre neighborhood that landed directly on a parked vehicle. Let's check it out.
Heavy rains overnight and into early Sunday caused several trees to fall across Puerto Vallarta, including one that crashed into a parked vehicle in the city's Cinco de Diciembre neighborhood. According to local authorities, police officers on patrol discovered a large tree had fallen onto a white MG sedan at the intersection of Jamaica and Brasilia streets. The impact damaged the front of the vehicle and one of its side mirrors. Emergency crews requested assistance from firefighters, but officials later determined that the city's Parks and Gardens Department would handle the removal. As of 9:30 Sunday morning, the vehicle remained trapped beneath the tree while residents waited for crews to arrive. Preliminary reports indicate that saturated soil from recent rainfall combined with deteriorated tree roots likely caused the collapse. Authorities continue monitoring other areas of the city as more rain is expected. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
And authorities continue to assess affected areas as more rainfall is expected in the coming days, of course, while cleanup crews work to clear debris and restore normal conditions across Puerto Vallarta. And June is in full swing, and Hospital Hoya has something important for you this month, and Jesse's here to tell you about it.
Yes, I am. The most valuable player is you. Take charge of your health with a comprehensive medical checkup at Hospital Hoya Marina. This special package includes a general medical consultation, nutritional assessment, electrocardiogram, complete laboratory testing, chest x-ray, and more. All designed to help you stay at the top of your game. Don't wait until symptoms appear. Invest in your health today. Call them at 322-226-1010 to schedule your appointment. Hospital Hoya Marina, caring for your health is what they do best. Remember, this offer is valid through June 30th and restrictions apply. It cannot be combined with other promotions or discounts.
And this is about the time I'll tell you don't go anywhere because Dave, the sports bias guy, is about to be on. But I'm going to still say don't go anywhere, but Dave's not here today, as I mentioned earlier. But we're going to cover the sports the best we can. It won't be like having Dave there, but we'll do our best. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, and we don't have Dave with the sports right now. He's out of town, maybe catching some goals live in Canada or the US, who knows? We'll find out soon enough. But for now, Brent and me will take over the sports section. And of course, we are living in World Cup season right now, and Puerto Vallarta is right in the middle of it all. But before we get to the World Cup, we have some local heroes to talk about. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it. So it's sports time. We got to bring up the energy. So after days of uncertainty about whether it would even open, the Vibrant Jalisco fan zone in Puerto Vallarta finally threw open its doors just in time for Mexico's World Cup debut. Set up on the grounds of the Pensiones del Estado, right next to the Agustin Flores Contreras Sports Complex, this place was packed right off the hop. Families, friends, tourists from all over, hundreds of fans showed up early to grab a good spot. The green jerseys, everywhere. Flags, horns, the works. Just pure football energy. Doors opened just after 10 in the morning under a full security operation, and the crowd just kept growing, filling up shaded areas under the big canopies set up to block the sun. No outside food or drinks were allowed, and the idea being to support local vendors, of course, and the entrepreneurs set up inside the venue. And that space is going to be active for 41 days straight from the opening. This is the place to be for the World Cup here in Vallarta.
All right, and if you have not made it to downtown City Hall lately, you may want to change that. Puerto Vallarta just opened a really cool cultural exhibition right inside the municipal presidency. Giant soccer balls, each one transformed into a one-of-a-kind work of art by local artists. Think Mexican identity, local culture, and pure football passion, all on display in the corridors of City Hall until the World Cup wraps up. Municipal Tourism Director Alejandra Cornejo led the inauguration, and since then, the visitors and tourists have been stopping in and meeting the artists and experiencing a side of Puerto Vallarta that goes well beyond the beach. It's free, it's open to the public, and honestly, it is a pretty great reminder that this city brings creativity to everything it does. Go check it out.
In our final sports story, at the heart of Guadalajara's historic center, Plaza Liberacion has transformed into a massive World Cup 2026 fan fest, drawing thousands of local and international supporters. As the sun sets over the cathedral and surrounding landmarks, giant screens broadcast live matches, turning the square into a shared arena of emotion and celebration. Fans from across Mexico and abroad cheer every play, wave flags, and sing as the atmosphere builds with each moment on screen. Families, tourists, and football enthusiasts gather side by side, united by the game and global spirit of the tournament. With Mexico's upcoming matches that they have lined up, which are going to be in Monterrey and Mexico City, anticipation is very high, and the Fan Fest has become the city's beating heart of World Cup energy.
Yes, it has been fun. Lots and lots of football, lots of parties around town. If you can't make it to the Guadalajara fan zone, at least check out the beach zone here in Puerto Vallarta. All kinds of famous bands are performing, super exciting. And they're fantastic bands. You're going to love them. Fernanda Bojorquez has been doing a great job covering all the parties, all the football action in the area. Now, shifting from the action to the pitch to your well-being, let's learn more about the My Health program from Hospitan.
Good program. I would recommend it to anybody new that's coming to Puerto Vallarta, in that I've been a member here for almost 8 years. We have a lot of meetings here, usually once a month, where we get to meet and interact with other members, and also to share common concerns regarding health. And the facilities and care here at Hospitan is really excellent in Puerto Vallarta. The doctors are all very personable, they're very approachable and easy to speak to. And whenever I've had any utilization of services here at the hospital, it's been a perfect experience. I'd highly recommend it and encourage you all to take part in the My Health program.
Remember to call 322-226-2080 to book your appointment, or visit them at Boulevard Francisco Medina Asensio 3970. Good information to keep in mind. Now let's turn to Mr. Lane. He has our next story tonight.
Thanks, Jesse. Mr. Lane is here. Recent rainfall in Puerto Vallarta has prompted local authorities to step up preventative measures across the municipality. Cleanup and desilting operations are being reinforced both in urban areas and rural communities in an effort to reduce risk during the ongoing rainy season. Among the most recent actions are works carried out at the El Sonoral water channel located in the Ejidos El Colorado and El Coliseo, where crews were performing cleaning and desilting to improve the water flow. In the Las Palmas area, officials have also rehabilitated livestock reservoirs and rural access roads used by local farmers. Meanwhile, in the El Colorado, additional efforts including clearing streams and repairing roads to prevent flooding and improve mobility for residents. The Director of Agriculture and Forestry Development, Oscar Avelos, stated that these efforts are part of a permanent program focused on rural communities, especially during the rainy season when runoff and water accumulation pose the greatest risks. Authorities are also urging the public to avoid throwing trash into the streets, drainage systems, and the waterways, warning that blockages significantly increase the risk of flooding. Residents are advised to secure important documents, identifications into temporary shelters, and avoid crossing flooded areas. According to Mexico's National Meteorological Service, the 2026 Pacific hurricane season could produce between 18 and 21 tropical storms, some potentially reaching major hurricane strength, prompting continued monitoring. Officials remind the public that in case of emergency, they should dial 911. Thank you so much to Rodrigo Lopez for that story.
Thank you, Brent, for that information. And yes, it's that time of year, so you've got to be careful. And we're also saying goodbye to spring and stepping into the hottest and most humid months of the year. But not everything about this transition is negative. It also brings life to the region and greener landscapes, active rivers, and those dramatic tropical skies we know so well. But anyways, let me give you an idea for Sunday. Why don't you make your Sunday count with a delicious brunch overlooking the Marina Vallarta Golf Club. Enjoy a full breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. plus unlimited mimosas. They're only 435 pesos for adult or 285 for juniors. There's also easy parking, and your address is Paseo de la Marina 430. Reserve now at 322-221-0073 and treat yourself this Sunday.
You're making me hungry like you, Jesse, watching all that. All right, now if you've ever dreamed of waking up to a luxury view here in Banderas Bay, this next story might have you searching listings tonight. Airbnb just confirmed what a lot of us already suspected. This region is in a league of its own when it comes to high-end vacation rentals.
Bahia de Banderas is rapidly emerging as one of the most powerful Airbnb markets in Mexico, and the numbers are turning heads across the tourism and real estate world. In a new analysis by Quinto Elemento Lab using data from inside Airbnb, the region stands out not only for its massive inventory of rentals, but for some of the highest nightly rates in the country. Leading the list is Punta de Mita, where luxury oceanfront homes average around 58,000 pesos per night, making it the most expensive Airbnb destination in Mexico. Close behind is Real del Mar in La Cruz de Guanacaste, with averages above 40,000 pesos per night. At the same time, Bahia de Banderas ranks as the fourth largest Airbnb market in the country, with more than 10,000 listings, just behind Playa del Carmen, Cuauhtémoc in Mexico City, and Tulum. Even local hotspots like Bucerias show how deep the trend goes, with entire neighborhoods dominated by short-term rentals. The message is clear. This stretch of coastline has become a high-demand global luxury corridor, reshaping tourism, prices, and the local housing landscape in real time. With information from Israel Torres, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
And on that note, if you're putting yourself out there in front of the camera or clients, looking your best never hurts. We want to give a quick shout out to someone helping us do that exactly.
Yes, we do. A special thank you to the talented Diego Cruz for helping us look camera ready tonight. Diego's a professional makeup artist and skincare specialist with experience working for some of the world's leading luxury beauty brands. Whether it's a special event, a wedding, photo shoot, or a little self-care, Diego knows how to bring out your best look. Find him on Instagram, just think Makeup by Diego, or call 322-198-2021. Diego Cruz, helping you look and feel your best.
Yeah, thanks to him. I'm definitely, as you might be able to tell from my voice, not feeling my best, but I'm looking my best. Good job, Diego. I appreciate that. All right, now we close tonight on a story that a lot of people in this community have been following closely because it has to do with the rights of environmental activists right here in the region. And there has been a significant development in their case. Here's the story.
A major legal shift is unfolding in Bahia de Banderas after the Attorney General's Office of Nayarit moved to step back from prosecuting a group of environmental defenders linked to the Playa Las Cocinas conflict in Punta de Mita. The Fiscalía General de Estado de Nayarit has formally announced it will seek to withdraw the criminal charges against 8 activists who had been facing allegations including threats, property damage, and organized wrongdoing following protests held in April. The group was connected to demonstrations at Playa Las Cocinas, a coastal area at the center of a heated dispute over public beach access and private development. The complaint had been filed in connection with parties including Grupo Dine and Cantiles de Mita S.A. de CV. Now, the prosecution is asking a judge in Bucerias to formally schedule a hearing where it will request to abandon the case entirely. However, the decision is not final yet. A judge will determine whether the withdrawal is legally valid, which could lead to the case being dismissed completely or keep it alive. For now, the case that sparked regional debate over coastal access rights in Punta de Mita has entered a new and uncertain legal chapter. With information from Israel Torres, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Thank you so much, Joe. Oh my gosh, this story is a never-ending story. It's incredible. But, please keep on fighting because we need to be environmentally friendly, especially if you're a developer. Please think of the world.
No, and it's a good point. I was going to say, sorry for almost interrupting you. There's that, even AI can be a problem sometimes, but right now AI, they're utilizing it on the West Coast in our region to identify anyone that's kind of infringed upon that neutral space there before you get to the beach.
Right.
And it's found I think 102 or 107 offenses. But the good news with this, it sounds like a big problem, but the good news is they can identify it now before you start constructing something. So at least you might have crossed over into it rather than tearing your entire wall down or your structure.
Good.
So that's very interesting. AI being used for, depends on which side of that thing you're on, good or bad.
Well, it's never going to go away. So it's a good thing that it's doing, the world some good.
Sure, until it destroys us all. Hopefully not. Ha ha ha. Okay.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the newscast today. If you didn't, please let us know. If you did, tell us why. You can comment right below this video on YouTube, or you can send us an email. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. We'll see you next week, and I hope you feel better, Brent.
Me too. Good night, everybody.